Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to play Minesweeper. Minesweeper is actually a very simple game if you know what you're doing, but it can be a little bit difficult to learn. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So I've just got the beginner board here. It is 10 by 10 and it has, 9 by 9 and it has 10 mines. So what you're going to just click a random box to start and it will generate this shape. So now let me explain what these numbers mean. So basically the number in a box is how many mines are immediately adjacent to it. So this one right here that my cursor is on has only one mine immediately adjacent to it. So if we look at it, there's only one square immediately adjacent to it, and that includes diagonals. So just the 8 squares around it, there's only one square immediately adjacent to it, which means there has to be a mine there. And then because this one has 2 squares immediately adjacent to it, but because of this square, and this square, and this square, and this square, all of these 4 squares tell us that there has to be a mine there. But this one has 2 squares adjacent to it, and because there's already a mine there, that takes up that one mine. So we have already found the mine for this square, which means that all of the other adjacent squares must be safe. So we can click on all of the other adjacent squares, which there's only one of. Now we can apply that same logic to every other one in a corner. Only one adjacent square, mine, 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 and mine. Now it is important to note that if there is anything other than a 1 in a corner, that does not necessarily mean that there has to be a mine there, but there could be. It all just depends on circumstances. Now, if we go through and apply the second bit of logic that I was just talking about, where this 1, we've already found the bomb associated with this 1, and therefore all of the other squares immediately adjacent to this 1 must be safe. We can mark that one off. Same here, and same here. And because we've just revealed a new 1, this one's 1 has already been used up by this mine, and so the other adjacent squares of this new one are also safe, so we can click those two. Same logic goes for there, and now we've just uncovered a big bit of our map. So now let's look at this 2. This 2, we found one of this 2's mines, which means there is one mine left in the radius of this 2. Because there's only one square in the radius of this 2, then that means there has to be a mine here. Same logic here. That we've only found one of this 2's mines, and there's only one more open space, so it has to be there. Same for this 2. We've found one mine, one open space, mine. Now that we've found, now if we look at this 3, there are 3 mines in the radius of this 3, and therefore the other square must be safe. And same for this 1. We've already found its mine, so that's safe. Now let's move on to here. Applying the same logic, this is really easy. There are already 2 mines within the radius of this 2, which means this has to be safe. Already 2 mines within the radius of this 2, which means this has to be safe. And because there were only 2 squares left and we only had 2 mines left, it auto-filled in the rest of the mines. Not all programs will do this, but it's really easy to figure that out just using the same logic. After I filled this one in, it filled those 2 in for us, but if we pretended that it didn't do that, this 2, this is the one I already had. I didn't have these 2. So if this 2, we've only found this one, that means there's only one more square, so it has to be there. And because same for this one, we've only found one of the mines, and therefore its remaining empty space, which would be this one, has to be clear. Let's play another game. This time I'm not going to explain what I'm doing, I'm just going to play. Now, so we've got a special situation here, We have 2 squares and 1 mine left. How do we tell which one is the mine? Well, this one is 1. It doesn't have any mines. So that narrows it down to these 2 squares, which are the only ones that exist. Then this 4, we've got 3 out of 4, but that also just narrows it down to these 2. There is no way to actually figure out which one it is, so you just make a blind guess. That was the mine, unfortunately. That's actually what I was going for when I played a game, or for that game. That was just sheer luck that it happened to happen first try. Same situation here. There's only 2 mines within this 3, so which one does it go in? We just have to guess. That's the mine. When that happens, it's just kind of a run killer. There's really nothing you can do about it, which is unfortunate, but you can always play a new game. And thank you everybody for watching. I will see you in the next video after I finish this. Actually, I'm just going to end it now.